Hello and welcome to the first episode of The Baking Show with me, Dan. So what you're going to need for this chocolate cake is 3 large eggs, 175 grams of softened butter, 175 grams of caster sugar, 175 grams of self-raising flour, 1.5 level teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tins greased with butter preferably, and 40 grams of cocoa powder. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to take the butter and start greasing the tin. Next, what you're going to need is some baking paper or some grease-proof paper to cut out the shape of the tin and then stick on the bottom of the tin so that the cake doesn't stick to it while it's in the oven, and then you can take it out easily. Once you have greased the tin, and put the paper on and grease the paper, next you want to put the butter into the bowl with the sugar, and then we'll go from there. So you want to obviously get the butter, might be a bit too much, and scoop it in. Now remember, try and get it, there's 6 ounces, which equates to 175 grams, so try and get it as close to 6 ounces or 175 grams as you can. Next, what you want to do is preheat the oven to 160 degrees fan. Next you want again 6 ounces of flour. You want to sift this in so that it's nice, not clumpy, just nice smooth flour. Next you want 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Just going to sift that in with the flour as well. Next you want to boil the kettle and you want to measure out 40 grams of cocoa powder, and then you will mix it together with the boiled water, and then you crack in the eggs and then pour in the cocoa powder. That should be like a paste consistency so that it mixes well and it doesn't go all lumpy. You want to keep mixing until it's about that consistency, and then we will add in the eggs. So I usually crack the eggs in a separate bowl just in case I get any shell into them. Once you've put the eggs in, you want to mix until you can see the pattern of the mixer on the top of the surface. And then you'll put it into the tray and put it in the oven. Next, once you've mixed it, you want to put them in the tins. Try and level them out so they're the same, and you can possibly put them on the scales to make sure they're around about the same weight. Next you want to put them into the oven for 160 degrees. Next, put a timer on for 20 to 25 minutes if you've got one on your oven. If not, you could just put it on your phone or on an alarm clock. Next, once the timer goes off, you want to get your little poking stick, you want to put it in the middle, and if it comes out dry like that, then it's good. And try both of them, and if it comes out wet, then it's not yet ready, but because it's dry, it's now ready. Next, what you want to do is set them in the tray, on the cooling tray, just for a few minutes, then take them out and put them on the cooling tray out of the tin. Next, what you want to do is put the tray on top of the cake, and then you want to flip it like that, and then just take the tin off, and then you should be able to just peel the paper. There you go, to the bin. Then you want to do this with both cakes. Hooray! We were both successful. And ta-da! Right, so next for the buttercream, we need 4 ounces of softened butter. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the 4 ounces of butter, but then we're going to put them in the bowl, and then we're going to put them in the microwave. So just get the butter, if we can. Stick it in a wee bit more. So for the buttercream you want 4 ounces of butter. There we go. Next what you want is 8 ounces of icing sugar. You want to sift the icing sugar so that again it's nice and smooth. Then after this icing sugar, I'm going to put the cocoa powder in, which will give it the nice chocolatey taste for obviously chocolate buttercream. A little bit more. That should be it. There we go. So then what we do, just again shift the icing sugar into the bowl with the butter, which the butter can be a bit melted, it's just has to be soft so that it mixes easier. Next what you want is 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. You want to sieve these also. Sifting these, this should be a bit easier than the icing sugar. If you were struggling to sift the icing sugar, it might be an idea to put some in the sift and then put some more in after you've sieved that, and then keep going.
Can you turn that down? We're recording.
Next what you want is 2 tablespoons of milk. That's 1. Thought you wouldn't be enough. That's 2. Just enough there. Next you just want to obviously mix it in. Next you want the buttercream, and then set it on the cake. You can use either cake on the bottom and either on the top, because it doesn't really make a difference. Both will be flat on one side. These are flat on both sides, so we could have used either anyway. So I'll do this and then I'll get back for the other cake and the sides. Now, because we've put the buttercream in the middle and we've put the top cake on, just going to obviously do the same. Put some buttercream on and then spread it on the top, and then we'll do the sides. Next, once you've spreaded the buttercream all around, you can take Smarties, M&Ms, marshmallows, anything you want to put on top or around the cake to just give it a bit extra taste. We're going to use Smarties and M&Ms, but obviously you can use whatever you want. Doesn't have to. That is the finished product.